The following is a Simpronto media production.
Leaders, real life leaders.
Hey guys, this episode is from the Grow and Scale Now Summit, where top entrepreneurs and leaders are going to help you take your business to the next level. To get your free ticket, go to growandscalenow.com. Now to the episode.
Hey guys, welcome to this episode. We've got Matt Saunders with Simple Real Estate Solutions, and he is amazing. He has over 57 rental properties that are all paid off. He's bringing in over $50,000 in monetary money every single month. And so we are going to talk about how to grow and scale your business through rental properties. So welcome, Matt.
Thank you, Chantel. Thank you.
So I want you to talk about, I know before we started recording, we were talking about the BRRRR method, BRRRR strategy, which is called to buy, to rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. And so for people who've never heard of the BRRRR strategy, what is it and how do you do it?
Okay, well, go back. I'll start with why, okay? Depending on where you are in your personal income, which is a whole segment I could go on about improving your skills so you can earn more without increasing your lifestyle where you end up spending more. But let's just put that off to the side and let's pretend you've accumulated $30,000 or $40,000 or $50,000 from savings, okay? And then you've either hooked up with an agent or you've bought some books and figured out how to buy buy real estate inexpensively. And generally that real estate is going to be in lousy condition, okay? But you also need a motivated seller. That's a topic on how to buy is, we could talk an hour on that, but you have to know how to buy. One of the things that was told to me when I first started buying rental property was that you make your money when you buy it. And I never understood that until I started buying it. And then the light went off. So go back to the BRRRR method, buy, renovate.
Yeah, so you're right. Let's break it down each one and we'll talk about each one for a second. So now let's just talk about buying of what is your formula to buy the property. And I love that. You make your money when you buy the property. Everyone needs to hear that again.
All right. So like, here's the thing. It's going to take a lot of work to buy a property that is undervalued. Okay. A lot of work. If you're working with an agent, you're going to need to work with an agent that's really used to doing what's required to get a property under value. That may be putting in 100 offers on property that you haven't even seen that meet certain criteria, like it's been on the market more than 6 months. There's a lot of work. And that's why I said it's a whole segment by itself. I mean, we're at the point where we do a tremendous amount of monthly marketing, like $15,000 a month to find our properties, but that's not realistic for somebody who's trying to start off. But there's a million books you can buy. At the end of the day, whether it's door knocking, whether it's working through agents, whether it's some direct marketing, whatever it is, there's a lot of books and courses out there. I wouldn't spend a lot on it because if you bought $100 of books, 90% of anything you could learn is right in there, no matter how much you spend with someone else's course.
Hey guys, I want to take a minute real quick to tell you about this retreat that I'm putting together. It's going to be just 10 lucky people that I'm going to select, and we are going to stay in a 5-star resort in Miami, and it's going to be pamper time. But the most important thing, I'm going to open up my books. I'm going to show you everything. You're going to leave there with my Word docs. You're going to leave with a USB drive with all the information that I've possibly done, every system in place. A lot of times you go to these conferences, you get all jazzed up, but you don't walk away with anything. You're going to walk away with this retreat with tons of systems. Go to chantelray.com/retreat to learn more. Hey guys, one of the things that will take your weight loss to the next level is coaching. You can either work one-on-one with me or one of our certified private coaches. If you'd like, you can schedule your free call. It's a 10-minute strategy call just to see if coaching is going to really take you to the next level. The other thing is listening to the audiobook. Listening to the audiobook and getting the video course that I've done, people are seeing dramatic results. If you just listen to the audiobook 30 minutes a day over and over and over again and get the video course, go to chantelrayway.com and check out the video course. You won't be sorry you did.
Calling all entrepreneurs, leaders, and business owners. Are you looking to grow and scale your business to help more people, increase your profits, and build the business of your dreams? Then you need to attend the Grow and Scale Now Summit, a free virtual event where you can learn from top leaders and thinkers who have grown and scaled their businesses by the millions. Unlock your potential and discover the secrets to take your business to the next level. Click the link in the show notes to claim your free ticket.
So anyhow, you have to learn how to buy correctly. Okay. In order to buy correctly, you have to understand real estate values too.
Yeah, so a lot of flippers use the formula. They say that after repair value times 0.7 or times 70% minus repairs equals the maximum purchase price. So for example, if you thought after you fixed the house, it was going to be $100,000, you multiply that by 70%, that gives you $70,000. If you think that there's going to be $20,000 in repairs, then the maximum you should spend on flipping the property is $50,000. Is that
Correct.
the formula you use, or is there another formula that you use?
Okay, so that's a good formula. Okay, when it comes to rental property in this area, okay, that formula is fantastic, especially when you're talking about an after renovation value of $100,000 or $80,000 or $120,000, but in the lower section. Okay. And the reason for that is that $100,000 house here, you can get 100, 1,100, 1,150, 950. There's some variances, but let's say $1,000 solid per month in rent. Okay. A $200,000 property, you can get $1,400 a month for. You might get $1,450. A $300,000 property, you might get $1,700. It starts, you get less per month in rent as the value's higher. So come circle around back to what you're saying. Let's pretend the people listening have a market that's similar to this area, in that it really doesn't make sense once you start getting past 100, 120 in value as a rental property. Then circle back, and yes, that formula is perfect, because the whole BRRRR formula is reliant on you buying a house. In this case, in this example, it was $50,000. You're rehabbing it. In the case we just said, $20,000. Okay. You're then renting it and then refinancing it. And refinances are based on, generally speaking, 70 or 80% they're going to give you of the value. So if this house was worth $100,000 and they give you 75% of the value, you get $25,000 back. So you bought it for 50, probably with some loan. You put 20 or 25 in with your own money. Now you refinanced it for 75 because it appraised at 100. You've got your 25 back. Now you can go and repeat that again. Buy another $50,000 property with a loan, spend your 25 renovating it, rent it out, refinance it, get your 25 back, and you're repeating this. So with your working capital, you're able to just each year get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 properties, depending on how fast you can find the deals in your working capital. Probably depending on your life situation, it wouldn't be but a few a year. But so what? If you can do a few a year, 10 years from now, that's 30 houses.
Yeah.
So to be exact with the formulas, yes, if you're in $100,000 market, that's perfect, because buy, renovate, rent, rehab, or refinance and repeat will not work if you're not buying it at the formula you just mentioned. Because let's pretend instead of 50,000, you bought it at 75. It's still worth only 100 after you renovate it. So then you put your 25 in it. Now it's worth 100, and you put 100 in. You go to refinance, and they're going to give you 75% of the value, which is 75,000. You didn't get your working capital out. You see what I mean? So
Yeah.
Your formula for that $100,000 house, as we just covered it, is spot on.
Hope you enjoyed this episode from the Grow and Scale Now Summit. Again, you can get your free ticket now at growandscalenow.com.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Real Life Leadership. If you'd like to get the show notes or access more resources, log on to reallifeleaders.com/podcast to get the show notes from this episode and any other resources we might have mentioned. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Be sure to review or rate this podcast on Apple Podcasts to help spread the word. And if you have any leadership questions you want answered, email podcast@reallifeleaders.com.